Long distance relationships are not for the weak-hearted. I'll repeat. Long distance relationships are not for the weak-hearted. Trust me, the moment you go into a long distance relationship, it will require you to be so understanding. Trust your partner 100%. Communicate as much as possible, Otherwise, the moment a relationship where you've been together turns into a long distance relationship, it's going to be hard. But as much as you have a partner who reassures you that it's all going to be well, I'm sticking to the plan. This is it. This is what I'm doing. This is how my day runs. Now I'm doing this. Do you understand? Am I communicating? Like, long distance relationship requires you to communicate every single bit of your day. Why? Because the moment you go silent, someone starts thinking things already. They start thinking things, their brains start telling them things, and before you know it, they become so jealous, they become mad. You call them, you want to talk to them, they no longer want to talk to you. Why? Because they've spent 2 hours without hearing from you. They do not know what has been happening in those 2 hours. So they are thinking things. Communication is key in a long distance relationship. And if you have communication issues, don't even dare it. Don't dare a long distance relationship if you have communication issues. Because it's the only thing that can keep you together when you're far away from each other. Communication. Communication is the only thing that can keep you together when you're far away from each other. That is why it's key in a long distance relationship. So if you have communication issues, my darling, trust me, it's not going to work. Long distance relationship requires commitment. Commitment. Knowing what exactly you want in your partner. Trusting them fully. And believing in every word they say, even when, of course we have those instincts that keep telling us things, he could be lying or she could be lying. But you have to believe. Sometimes you're going to be doubtful. Yes. Sometimes you'll be doubtful. Sometimes you'll be skeptical. Sometimes you'll be worried. I remember when I was in a long distance relationship, one time I had the person, then all of a sudden he had to travel for work. But trust me, the moment he could call and I'm away from the phone, my darling, I had to explain. I had to explain. When someone is just away, let's say my man has just gone to town, off for work, when they call and you don't pick, they won't make a big deal out of it. But in a long distance relationship, my dear, that requires a lot of explanation. Why didn't you pick? What was making you busy? Maybe I was interrupting something. And actually, what will make long distance relationship even harder are the words. If you're a person who listens to people's words, because they're going to tell you things. If that person went that far to work, of course he can't keep himself for you. Of course he has someone. Of course she's going to be doing this. Of course she can't serve herself sexually or himself sexually. There are a lot of rumors that are going to be there. But it's up to you. The decision is up to you to either trust your partner or not. But may I always tell people that when you choose to trust your partner, it's for your own peace of mind. It's for your own peace of mind. And if you choose to doubt them, it's still up to you. But that's going to cause a rift between the two of you. So what's better? To trust the person and be at peace with your mind, yourself, your heart? Or to keep thinking things or hearing things and believing things, and you keep having fights? It's already hard enough that the person is not around, and then every time you communicate, you're fighting over something. If you're a very jealous type, if you have trust issues, don't bother long distance relationships, please. Don't. Because you're going to make it hard for your partner. You're going to make it hard for them to please you. You're going to make it hard for them to know what exactly you want. This relationship is going to become a court. Every time I'm defending myself. That's really tiresome, guys. It's really tiresome. If I have to defend myself every time I'm on phone with you because you're far away, it's really tiresome. And no one would like to be in such a relationship. So when you hear people who are making it in long distance relationships, trust me, those people have a lot to teach you, just in case you're entering one. If they've been in a long distance relationship for a long time, they have something to teach you. You have to be as patient as possible, as prayerful as possible, because where you aren't, you do not know what your partner is doing, what they are going through. Life could be hard, Then there are also health issues. Someone may not be able to keep themselves from starving sexually. Then they may get someone just, and before you know it, they are sick. So it really requires, it's commitment that requires a lot of patience, prayers, understanding, tolerance. It's a lot of energy you need for that long distance relationship, but it's workable. You can do it. That long distance relationship you're in, it can work if the two of you put your mind to it to make it work. Because it will be hard when it's only one side that's really trying to make it work. Some of us have partners who move, and when they move, they see the world, they feel like you're not deserving of them anymore. So they start acting funny because they want you to get tired and leave that relationship. Some of them have gone outside the country, and they've seen, of course, more beautiful and wealthy women, and vice versa. And before you know it, they feel like, I have to create some drama. This must end between me and this person. So they start picking fights with you, not because you're wrong, but because they want you to get tired and leave. So be careful when you're in a long distance relationship. You do not know what your partner is thinking. You do not know what your partner is thinking. But so long as the two of you love each other, you are made for each other, trust me, you can do it. Like I said, communication is key in a long distance relationship. If you have trouble with communication, if you have issues with communication, it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. It won't work. It won't work when you have communication issues. Otherwise, for those who wanted me to say something about long distance relationships, you can do it. I've seen some few people doing it. It's hard, but they are doing it. You can do it. If the two of you are on the same page, no one is lying to each other over anything, you can do it. It's been Elma, and bye.